Hello! Welcome to LeadMaster. In this tutorial, you will learn how to configure LeadMaster to send SMS text messages to your contacts. First, we will review how to send a single text message via Quick Actions. One text message will be static, and one will be a custom message. You will also learn how to use one account for all of your text messages, and how to use individual accounts, perhaps one for each of your account managers. Finally, you will learn how to send a text message to multiple contacts at one time. Let's get started by clicking Accounts, then clicking one of these accounts to go to the record. In Quick Actions, you can see we have a couple of options. Send text message number 1, send text message number 2, and send text message number 3, each for static messages. Finally, there is a quick action to send a custom text message. The quick actions are configured in customized pages. We were on the sales update page. To change the name of the quick actions, all you need to do is click on the label and change the name. Let's call this one Send Rate Update Text. Now that the label is defined, we must put the workflow in place that will send the text message. Go to Admin, then Marketing Automation and Workflow. Here is our first business rule. Send text message number 1, static, central account. Let's take a look at the setup. The rule applies when we were updating an existing record. The if condition is as follows. When Send Rate Update Text was checked, then perform the following action, the Upload Record function. For the purpose of this video, we are using an outside service, Red Oxygen. In order to send text messages, you must get an SMS account from a provider. In order for this to work with LeadMaster, the provider has to support the HTTP post function, because that is how LeadMaster will communicate with other systems. We chose Red Oxygen because they have a free trial. Let's go back to LeadMaster and see how we have set the workflow up. When we set up Red Oxygen, they provided us with the URL we should post to, and we need a couple more pieces of information. 1 is our account ID. 2 is the email we used when we set up the account. 3 is the password. That's all of the information we will need to authenticate ourselves so that we can send text messages. Next, there are 2 pieces of variable data. 1 is where the text message is going to. In this case, it's going to the mobile phone number of the contact we were on when we clicked the checkbox. Second is the message that we would like to be sent. In this case, it's a static message. We typed it in. If you are using a variable, like mobile phone number, recipient is what Red Oxygen wants, and you will choose mobile phone number. Once this is configured, we are ready to go. Let's go back to a record. Anytime we click the checkbox, Send Rate Update Text, we send a message to the mobile phone that is on the record. That's how we set a static message. Let's explore how to send a custom message. First, we must have a field to hold the message. We have repurposed an existing field where we will enter the custom text message. To see how this is done, let's go to Customize Pages, Sales Update, and the field that we chose in this case was Installed Base. That's the standard label for it. Now let's go back to workflow automation and look at the business rule to send a custom text message. Again, the rule applies when we are updating an existing record. We have the condition that if someone checks send text message, then do this, which is very similar to the first workflow, but in this case, instead of static message, we have used the field custom text message. That's how to send a custom text message. For those, we used a central account. Let's explore how to use individual accounts. The individual or sub-accounts are based upon email address. All we must do in the workflow is change the email address, and that will be charged to the individual users. You may assign each rep an account with their email with red oxygen. In this workflow, you'll have a variable email instead of a static one. Field name email is equal to the account manager's email. Just replace the static email with this value and you are good to go. That's how to send text messages from multiple accounts. Finally, you will learn how to send a text message to multiple contacts via update records. To do this, we will need a field that we can use to fire off the workflow. Let's take a look at our records again. In this case, we have set up a group text messaging section, and we have different fields to send different messages. Of course, these labels can be customized. Now we can associate a workflow to each field that sends a different message. Let's take a look at the workflow. Send text message to multiple people, which applies when we are updating an existing record. The condition evaluated is when group text number 1, send text message equals send message, and group text number 1 was updated. Then update the record by sending this message. In this case, it's a static message. After we have sent all of the text messages, we will want to update the record to say the text message was sent. We'll do this to ensure that when we look at the record, we will know that the message was sent. Let's explore how to set this up. Go into Customize Pages, Sales Update, and you can see we have set up a special interest field to be used as a group text messaging section. And we have set up the fields Group Text Messaging, etc. as well. Click on the magnifying glass to see the two values on the reference table, Send Text Message and Text Message Sent. Go back to the accounts and click on the record you want. Perhaps you want multiple records, or the entire page. In this case, we'll just send it to one. Whether we send a text to 1 or 1,000 contacts, the method is the same. Click Update Records. Click on Group Text Messaging. Click the magnifying glass. Then select Send Text Message. Update the record. Click Submit. It is now going through that workflow, and when we inspect the record, we can see the message Text Message Sent. If you want reporting on the text messages that were sent, you will need to go into the SMS provider, log into your account, and get your reporting there. This concludes the tutorial on sending SMS text messages in LeadMaster. Thanks for watching.